Otherwise, the track is drying up very nicely. Now, tonight on 60 Minutes, should an 11-year-old who shot and killed a man be tried as a juvenile or as an adult who could go to prison for life? That's tonight on 60 Minutes. We're under a red flag for a very hard rain shower, but now things are drying out. We're looking forward to getting back to racing, and we'll be right back. Tuesday on CBS, don't miss the countdown to the funniest movies of all time. Drew Barrymore hosts AFI's 100 Years, 100 Laughs. I don't know, Animal House, Blazing Saddles, Blues Brothers. That'd be a tough choice for me.
Ah, boy, I tell you.
Well, it's Tuesday on CBS. Here's NASCAR's Chief Operating Officer, Mike Helton, having a look at the track drying, which continues. Walking along pit road, where the cars have been stopped at 151 laps. Only one rain-shortened race here, 1969 and 77 postponed till Monday. And we'll show you some highlights of 18 years of CBS at Michigan. Starting with June '82, after a 6-hour rain delay, this race was finished in near darkness.
Cale, I know you're going to give the folks back home some good pictures.
Well, we're going to try, Ned. I hope it's all out the rear view. We're going to try to stay up front.
Good luck.
Here it comes, Waltrip to the inside. They're going down into turn number 3. It's just about equal. Waltrip is on the inside. Yarborough is on the outside, and he just gets through. Cale Yarborough is coming down, and he's going to do it. He has won the Michigan 400 in incredible style. Whoa, Waltrip and Yarborough getting into it at the end of the race. And Waltrip spins out.
But you were not very pleased with what happened. What did happen out there, Darrell?
And we made a little contact, but no problem.
So it's over, and it's a second place.
No problem.
Back in front, Elliott holding on, trying to win his first super speedway race in second. Man who's never won this race. Darrell Waltrip, and here comes Earnhardt. And a character right out of one of the best of Mark Twain. Stays out in front and draws away. The winner of the Michigan 400 as the crowd stands and cheers the Elliott family of Dawsonville, Georgia. Here they come. Last lap to decide it all. Earnhardt, defending Winston Cup champion, trying to hold off Davey Allison. Allison is making his move. He closes. He pulls up. He's pulling alongside. Davey Allison on the high side. Earnhardt on the bottom. Here they come to the line. Allison trying to drop low as they come to the line. It will be by 4 or 5 car lengths. Car number 3. And Ricky Rudd won't let go. Smoke pouring out of 43.
Fire coming
Engine goes away on Petty's car. He's trying to control. He loses it. It's spinning toward the infield. Coming back up.
Beautiful piece of driving. Beautiful.
Great save.
But what a great day for Ricky Petty for so long, and then to have to end this way.
And the winner today is Bill Elliott. The Ford has come back to win here at Michigan, where it won 3 in a row. Ernie Elliott being congratulated. 10 laps to go. It's 18 seconds between Martin in first, Rudd in second.
Mark Martin stayed out another lap. They can't afford to run out of fuel, though, man. That thing, you know, if it runs out, you've lost the whole battle this time. I believe he's out.
I think he's run out of fuel.
Ran out of fuel going down the back straightaway.
And across the line, the checkers are out, and Ricky Rudd has pulled it off.
Oh, Michael Waltrip is a little upset here at Lake Speed.
Michael Waltrip went over and had words and maybe more with car number 9. Here he comes, around, headed for checkers. Ernie Irvan is finally going to win the track that nearly did him in. Ernie Irvan for the checkered flag, and he's won the Michigan 400.
Started about 10 laps to go, started getting tears in my eye. But I tell you, it's great. Only in America.
A lot of years and a lot of great races here.
Well, anybody that does not think that the Ernie Irvan story is the the one that everybody was, I mean, everybody in the infield, everybody in the grandstand, and everybody across the United States was pulling for Ernie Irvan. The racetrack that almost took his life, he comes back and wins that. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that was a very, very special day, no question about that. Of course, you know, being a dad and have a son win his first NASCAR Winston Cup race, it wasn't in the June race here at Michigan, but it was in August when DJ beat the late Davey Allison by 8 inches to the line, and that was a special one for me.
A sad note amongst those highlights doing that 1982 interview of Darrell Waltrip was Larry Newber of Indianapolis, who helped get ESPN on the air with auto racing coverage. This past week, Newber passed away of a stroke while working at home, and he'll be missed by the entire auto racing community. We are under the red flag as they clean up rain here at Michigan, hopeful of getting this race restarted. We will be back to the Michigan Speedway, but first this message and then the Payne Weber CBS Sports Desk with Craig Bolerjack. Welcome back to Michigan Speedway. The jet dryers are working double time, and there's a lot of gray showing up on the asphalt around the speedway, and they're working hard on pit road. Jeremy Mayfield, the leader at the red flag, with 49 laps to go over Dale Jarrett, Bobby Labonte, Ricky Rudd, Tony Stewart, Jeff Burton, Dale Earnhardt, Robert Presley, Rusty Wallace, and John Andretti. The top 10, 13 cars are on the lead lap. Your street car has a snorkel assembly for engine intake air that prevents water from getting into the engine. Nothing like that on these NASCAR Winston Cup cars, where the air cleaner element is open, and at the base of the windshield, all that water can just pour into it. So the NASCAR officials allowing the teams to open the hood and change the filter element, preparatory to us getting back to racing.
They're allowed one man to go there to do that, and we're seeing Leonard Wood there now making that change on the Elliott Sadler car number 21.
Under the watchful eye of a NASCAR official.
He's actually finishing up right there. He's putting the tape on there on the bolt to keep it from backing off. Rusty Wallace right now, they're undoing the air intake part of it so they can take it off and take the air cleaner out from under that cover.
So we're working on getting back to racing here at Michigan. Sun poking through those mostly cloudy skies. There's a bit of it, and the track is drying. So we'll be right back to Michigan Speedway on CBS Sports after this.
CBS Sports presentation of the 2000 Kmart 400 is sponsored by Kmart, where NASCAR fans race for savings. Outback Steakhouse, no rules, just right. And by Ford Outfitters, no boundaries.
Welcome back to Michigan Speedway, where our coverage will continue until 4 p.m. Eastern Time as scheduled. Then CBS Sports will go to its scheduled golf coverage. But race fans, reach for your remotes, because at 4 o'clock we'll be switching the race coverage over to TNN cable. CBS continuing with golf, and the racing will resume. We'll go right to TNN at the 4 o'clock hour in just about 10 minutes from now. Track drying efforts continue. Let's join Ken Squire.
Thank you, Mike. No state in the United States takes more pride in their stock car drivers than the state of Virginia. In the early days, it was Curtis Turner and Joe Weatherly, and then it was Lenny Pond and Ricky Rudd. These days, the Burton brothers and the Sadler brothers. And probably one of the proudest moments for the Old Dominion state was when the most respected racing team in stock car racing, the Wood brothers, took one of their own, a Virginian, to drive for them, Elliott Sadler. Elliott's with me now, and I'm sure you've heard the story since yesterday of one of the most dramatic incidents of the 2000 season to date. In turn one, yesterday afternoon, half hour left in the final practice, you're riding with Elliott Sadler. There's the tire blowing. There's the first time over, second, third. How many times did you go over, Elliott?
I think we ended up 12 times before it was all said and done. It's definitely the scariest time of my life, but I tell you what, the Wood brothers built me a great race car as far as being safe. NASCAR did a great job on the specs, and I'm just happy to be here with you fine people today.
Well, we're awfully glad to have you with us, and seeing you before the race began today out here signing autographs and smiling, and that was such a vicious, nasty sidewinder.
It was. It's never been on my roof before, and the scariest thing, it spooks you pretty bad. It's just really silent. When you go up in the air, seems like you can hear a pin fall, and just kept on rolling and bouncing over and over, and just pretty scary sight, but I was conscious the whole time. I remember every bump and bruise and every spark that flew. And the most special moment is it seemed like I had just finished flipping, and Kyle Petty was there to help me get out of my car. He must have stopped while I was rolling and ran down to me and helped me get out of my car and kept me calm and just made sure I was okay. And that's really special to me that NASCAR families can stick that way together, even in the trying times.
I watched Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Ward Burton rushing over to the infield care center here to check on your condition, and then they let him in, and therefore we thought that things might be okay.
Yeah, they let those guys in, and I said hello to Ward, and Dale Jr. and I have always been great friends, and he came in and picked at me a little bit about how high I got, that maybe I didn't get as high as he did at Daytona a couple years ago, but you know, it's great to have great friends like that in racing, and you know, I'm just glad that we were able to get a bag-up car here today and do the best we can for Sitco, and the car's been running good here at the end. I'll be glad to get back in this race car and run the last 50 laps.
The Spirit of America, Elliott Sadler, car number 21 for the Wood brothers. Now let's continue, move along with our coverage today, and go to Mike Joy.
Thanks, Ken. You see the drying efforts on pit road, and that light color in the asphalt means that area is dry. Most of the pit boxes are dry. The high groove and lower grooves of the racetrack are pretty well dry, and up in turn 4 near pit road, that is the one area where there is still some standing water, and NASCAR officials continue to work there to try to get this race back underway. There's the area that they're working hard on right now. Shift into gear with in-depth NASCAR coverage, including driver profiles, photos, and more. Just click on Racing at cbs.sportsline.com, or on America Online, it's keyword CBS Sportsline. Now at 4 p.m., our race coverage will continue on TNN, and at 4 o'clock, CBS Sports presents the Senior Tour with all the action from Kemper Lakes Golf Club as play continues at the SBC Senior Open. We'll be right back here to Michigan Speedway on CBS. Then Ricky Rudd, Dale Jarrett's moved up to 4th.